morning we are going to talk about museums. We are Laura Carica, Dayan Dioquicha, Nicolas Rodriguez, and Carolina Ruiz. Description. The museums of the museum over time. A museum is a place where collections of objects of artistic, historical, cultural, and scientific interest are kept and exhibited. Museums are dedicated to researching, conserving, and exhibiting collections of cultural value. The information on the web told me that in ancient times, such collections were kept in temples and were only exhibited on special occasions. Private collections were also exhibited in gardens or aristocratic residences. The museum, as we know it today, emerged in Renaissance. Currently, according to Google, there are already virtual museums where exhibitions are held through digital media. In this way, a web page can have digitized works to be enjoyed by the public. Now, I have a question. If technology advances, would museums disappear? The answer is no. Technology can pose a threat to conservative museums, which resist change. However, wouldn't disappear. It would just be all digitized. According to several people, the most famous museum is a Louvre Museum, which is located in a palace in Paris. Also, according to Fahrenheit magazine, everyone goes there. It's the most visited museum in the world.
Then, in this part of the exposition, we continue with the problems about the museums. My group and I choose the digitalization is the big idea in this part of the exposition in the problems, because if we don't assist that the museums will be close the doors for all the people. And the second one is the readers and researchers. If we had more readers or researchers that read about the history of the museums will be more visitors with visitors for persons for this country, like for example Medellin, Cali, Barranquilla, or persons for other parts of the world that I would like see to the persons that read the persons read about the history of the museums. For example, the National Museum in Bogota. And the second one is the last one is the virtual reality. If we use the virtual reality, like searching the computer, the museums or the history of the museums will be not visitors at the end of the history of this.
Okay, this is the results of our survey. Our survey had 6 questions and 19 people answered it. The first question was, which museum would you like to visit? 57.9%, that is 11 people, and answered that they would like to visit the Gold Museum. Somebody said that they would like to visit the National Museum and Botanical Museum. It is like 8 people. The second question was, how many museums have you visited? The 31.6%, that is 6 people, answered that they just visit one. And the same person told us that they visit more than 2. Somebody said that they have visited 2 museums. That is 5 people, and 2 people told us that they didn't visit one. The third question was, do you think it is important to visit a museum? 89.5%, that is 17 people, answered that it's important to visit a museum, and 10.5% told us that it's not important to visit a museum. It is like 2 people. The fourth question was, how often do you visit a museum? 84.2%, that is 16 people, answered sometimes. 10.5% say often, it means 2 people, and someone said always. Additionally, no one answered usually, that is another answer. The fifth question was, who do you like to go with? The 73.7, that is 14 people, answered that they like to go with family. 4 people told us that they like to go with friends, and someone said that they like to go with couple. The sixth question was, if you were to go to a museum, what subject would you be most interested in learning about? The 51.6%, that is 6 people, told us that be most interested in scientific history. The same person said that be most interested in artistic history. Somebody said that be most interested in anthropological history. It is like 5 people. And 2 people said that be most interested in natural history.
And finally, with the last information, I talk about hypothetical use of the information if I work there. If I work in a museum, I would like that the people visit more museums for the learning, especially in the students of school, or is an opportunity for visit with their school. Because I think that this place have a positive impact in the society, and of course in the learning. For this reason, if I worked in some museum, I will create strategies for that the people can access to visit the museum. One of them is that the museum should implementing more advertising or publishing for the enter. But they tell me how can achieve that. It's easy. The museum can hire some people specialized in the marketing and publishing area, and the use of the social media for share the information, and the students or other people give the. Thank you.